But I guess it's Manacanas again if you're... I guess it's Manacanas Neo if you missed the first stream. I can just... Whatever, I'm not getting sidetracked. Let me see something. Okay. Alright, so it's running correctly this time around. And it passes sound test. Hello, my name is Teresita Blanco, the Artsy Sister, and today I'll be streaming Time Princess. This is Queen Marie, which is like the first book that they unlock when you're starting with the Time Princess game. And basically, you're playing as Queen Marie Antoinette. The people have rejected royal rule, and the kingdom is in chaos and has will rule. And will Queen Marie Antoinette be able to sway the people and change her fate? Because we got like knowledge from the future, but that's just about it. We don't got the technology. We know how the story we know how the story ends, but now it's just a matter of trying to change it using local resources. Ugh. Your Majesty, please get out now. We mustn't let the king see you in this unkept state. I survey my surroundings, and in a grand room I don't recognize a person reflected in the mirror. Could this be the world within the book? You mustn't make merry into the wee hours of the night like that again, Your Majesty. And I hear the stern voice of a middle-aged woman, and a wave of memories and emotions belonging to the owner of this body flood into my mind. I am Marie Antoinette, wife of Louis XVI of the House of Bourbon. Everyone views her as a spendthrift who's only interested in dressing up and having fun. She's the queen who got her head cut off during the French Revolution. Spoiler alert. Her white hair, good heavens. It's almost time for you to see the king. Please put on these clothes I prepared for you. My mind is in chaos and I hesitate for a moment before making my decision. Let's get changed. My thoughts are still scrambled, but she's right, I shouldn't tarry. Alright, help me get changed. What I just used was what's gonna help me pass the stage and so forth. Thank you, Your Majesty. It is rare for you to cooperate with me when Leonard isn't around. I should be the one thanking you, Madame de Niau. A princess I unconsciously brought out her name, and it seems I'm slowly becoming one with Marie Antoinette. I'm only doing my duty. His Majesty will be delighted with how you look. I realize that I'm about to see Marie's husband, and I feel very nervous. Will he notice anything different about me? It's my first time seeing him, so I must be careful. The palace is grand and luxurious, decorated. It seems unreal. And it feels strangely familiar, even though I've never seen it before. Feeling faint, I accidentally step on the hem of my dress and stumble, and I shut my eyes, bracing for the impact of my fall. Careful. Pardon me, Your Majesty, please watch your step. The man who caught me has his arm around my waist, and after making sure I recover my balance, he lets go of me and swiftly steps away. Marie's memory tells me that he's the Marquis de Lafayette, fresh out of the American Revolution. I wonder what he could be up to in this, back in the old country. Your Majesty, as the Queen of France, you must uphold the highest standard of the Guru. I am just... Even if you're unwell, you must remember. Your conduct affects the royal family's reputation and that of France too. I must report to the king now, so I shall take my leave. Please excuse me. He was away, but I still feel the warmth of his hand on my waist. Taking his attitude and Madame de Nostone into consideration, I guess I'm not very welcome here. It's a miracle that I now had the chance of experiencing the life of a queen, but what a dire situation to be in. I take a deep breath and pull on my skirt and continue walking towards the carriage. And the corridor ahead seems incredibly long as it ends in a huge ornamented door and carved with irises. And what lies beyond the door I have no idea, but now that I've become the queen, I must go on. From now on, I shall write my own destiny. Never mind history and determine it and what may happen. I am losing my head. I start reminiscing. The memories are hazy. Are they real or just a dream? My childhood was spent in the Sorbonne Palace, and my mother, Maria Teresa, was busy ruling the country. When I turned 14, I was married off to the French crown for the future of both France and Austria. And I still remember what my mother said to me before I left. Do so much good to the people of France, and they will be able to see that I have sent them an angel. Clear morning light streaming into the room, and I am lying on a soft, silky sheet in Marie's bed. Everything feels unreal. My face feels wet, and I realize I started crying. Is this because I'm in Marie's body? Her feelings and memories keep flowing into my mind, and it feels like I have become her. Good morning, Marie. Leonard is already waiting outside with a stunning outfit. I'm sure you'll like it. Oh, why are you crying? Did the king find out you were gambling with us all night? Did he punish you? Her doe eyes look worried, and she's my closest friend and one of the few in Versailles who truly care about me. I'm not Marie, but I'm really fond of her, and it's hard to tell the difference between Marie's feeling and my own. No, he didn't. The king suddenly had to discuss something with Lafayette, so we didn't meet in the end. Don't worry about me. I was just thinking about my mother and my passing short broom. That's all. Are you homesick? Should I make good hope and a croissant for you? You show me how to make it, and they probably won't taste quite the same, but I can try it. That would be nice, thank you, Gabrielle. And then you say Leonard is waiting outside. That's right, he can bring in the new clothes while I go bake the pastry. But if you're still unwell, I could ask him to come back another day. What do you think? Wouldn't that be troublesome for him? Not to worry, he'll understand, I'm sure. The gossamer curtains flutter in the morning breeze, accompanied by birds, and everything seems perfect. Most gracious king, you are as lovely as ever. And what are you wearing? My goodness. Such a grand beauty stifled. My heart is in pain. And why are you dressed according to my guidelines? It's not that bad, is it, Madame de Noce? It is the most suitable way to dress in the palace. Oh, no, 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 no. Why did you let her pick your clothing? You're the queen and the mistress of the palace of Versailles. You can wear whatever you like. She's so fashioned and boring. Ah, my eyes are burning. I can't look at this any longer. Dear my dear, yesterday the king told me to design something just for you, something that your beauty deserves. His Majesty, and why would he? The king told me that he wants to apologize for not seeing you yesterday, so this is a little surprise present for him. Well, it's not much of a surprise if you spoiled it. Try this on, I spent all night sewing it. Leonard's smile is infectious and everything feels sunny again. The clothes are beautiful, I can't wait to try them on. Ah, a nice blue dress. Perfect, you're the loveliest woman in all of Versailles, the loveliest woman in all the world. I spin slowly in front of the mirror, and I'm totally in awe by how stunning the outfit is. Oh my, so pretty, thank you, Leonard. It's a pleasure to make you the most stylish queen. And I shall take my leave, and I'll show you my latest designs next time. Ta-ta! Marie, you look so beautiful. I have no words to describe it. I'm so glad to see you're more upbeat, and the good hope and the croissant are ready, and try them and see if they are to your taste. Gabriella leads me to a small table, and the familiar smell of the yummy pastry instills me with nostalgia. Gabriella, you're too good to me. You keep saying that, but I never done anything for you, not really, and you're the one who's good to me, Marie. And if you hadn't insisted on retaining me and paid off my family debts, I wouldn't even be in Versailles. Yes, I remember. I was the only one that I was. I remember I was the only one who reached out to help her, and she was always by my side in my memories. After spending a day here, I understand why Marie is so fond of her. No one likes me except for Gabriel and Lena, and they care about me and keep me company. Oh, whatever did I do to deserve so much hatred? All I did was tell people to eat cake. Cake is wonderful. Don't say that you're too good to me, and it's only normal for me to be good to you in return, right? Marie. Just as I lean forward to grasp her hand, a stern voice comes from the corridor. Duchess Polignac, I don't understand. How could you walk around the palace after your humiliating scandal? It's Madame Adelaide. Marie, may I leave? I'll come back later. Without warning for me to knock, Gabriel tries to run off like a panicked dog desperately escaping a hunter. Adelaida, Louis XIV's daughter and the current king's aunt. And she hates my spending habit, but she can't do anything to me. Instead, she attacks Gabrielle. Take a look at you. You don't look like another woman at all. No wonder lovely servants insult you to your face, and you let them off without a word of rebuke, and you are a disgrace to the Versailles. Get away from the queen now. You'll ruin her reputation, clinging to her all day. All the your pathetic family send you to beg the queen for help again. No, it's not like that. I just wish to be by Her Majesty's side. Gabriel glances at me like a scared and helpless little puppy. I'm engaged. And I know this woman is the king's son, but those crazy words and that arrogant attitude of yours are intolerable. Madame, I won't let you insult Gabriel any further. And then she'd be like, well, it's not an insult if I say the truth. She's a caring person and nothing like what you say. Your Majesty, how dare you criticize a royal princess for the sake of a minor duchess? Madame Adelaide notices the pastries on the table and smiles coldly. A few pastries in return for paying off your debts is such a pathetic display of gratitude. You're the Queen of France now, not an Austrian princess, and stop longing for these Austrian things. It's not Her Majesty's fault. I offered to bake them for her. Madame, why are you here today? You didn't just come here to insult my secretary, or whatever the hell Gabriel does for me, my cook, my professional ass kisser. I remember I merely came to pay you a courtesy visit. I didn't expect to run into Duchess Polignac, but since she's here, I would like to invite her to my chambers for a while. Run, Forrest, run. Your Majesty, Gabriel has told me that Adeline subjected her to all kinds of humiliating abuse, and I can't believe Adeline dares to ask me. Gabriel's red and swollen eyes are incredibly upsetting, and just as I'm about to reject Adeline, she smiles cruelly. Your Majesty, I merely invited her to my room for a while. Why do you hesitate? I can't. I'm sure she'll do something terrible to Gabriel, but if I say no, what will that cause even more trouble? And after much consideration, I take a deep breath and close my eyes and reply. Let Gabriel decide. I shouldn't decide for Gabriel's my friend, and I don't want to order her to do something she doesn't want to do. Since you're inviting the Duchess Polignac, you should be asking her, not me. Your Majesty, the weak have no future without a strong leader, and just like how daughters cannot survive without a host. And you're the mistress of Versailles, and why can't you decide for her? Because she's my friend, and I will respect her choice no matter what it is. So what is your answer, Duchess Polignac? Oh yes, do you think carefully before you answer me? I'm not slightly at Gabriel, hoping she'll be brave enough to defy Adelaide. I have plans with Her Majesty today. Please forgive me. Yes, we have plans to spend the whole day together, and if you wish to invite her, Madame, please select another day. I see. What a pity. I had a bunch of weird sketchy stuff that didn't make it into the history group I planned for her. Your Majesty, I should take my leave. Marie, thank you. I never thought I'd be able to make a decision like that. Without your encouragement, I wouldn't have been able to reply. Why not? Your life is your own. Take charge. I know you're scared, and I am too, but I think with it well, you especially. You're always helping me when I'm in trouble. Thank you so much, Marie. That's enough. Start thanking me. Your pastries are very fragrant, and I'm famished. Can I eat? Sure, I can make more whenever you like. Yeah, I travel back in time so I can eat all of the croissants. I can. Alright, time to eat some croissants. Gabrielle smiles lights up my heart and she starts to feel better again. And I can tell if the feeling belongs to Marie or to me. I wake up to the scent of flowers and gentle breeze in the wind. It's a lovely morning. Flowers. I usually don't have flowers in my room, and did the king send them as a surprise present? Oh my, white roses, they're gorgeous. And delicate white roses are piled up around my bed, and a wine red envelope with a silver seal lies on top of the roses and a drawn towards. I pick up and smell the scent, and I never smelled before, yet it's oddly familiar, and I softly call out a name. Fersen. Come Fersen, here from Sweden, chasing a dream, but instead finding true love. Marie met him at a costume ball and had a chance meeting spark a passionate romance. My princess, the war has finally ended, and I am on my way back to you. And I miss your canary-like voice, your dimples, and your starry eyes. I miss everything about you, and do you miss me too? And I have too many things to tell you, but I want to say them while looking at your beautiful eyes. And I hope you can sense how much I long to fly to your side, but I can only use these white roses to represent the unchanging feelings I have for you all this year. This letter is too daring. I can sense an especially love for Marie in his letter, and my heart is racing. I read the letter again, trying to untangle my feelings from Marie, but it's only the result in bringing up more memories. Your words, all the love in the world, you're unique, and no words can possibly describe your virtue. Oh, don't cry, your tears will shatter my heart. And I must take part in a war in the America to prove my worth to all of Sweden. And you know me best, and I'm your greatest supporter, and I came back to you proud to become someone who can protect you. And I don't know how long it'll be before I can return to you, but whenever I think of you, I shall kiss the white rose charm you gave me. So he was like also with Lafayette, like helping the America become independent in order to screw with the British. Lafayette has returned from the war, so Fresno can't be too far away. Should I face him? Marie, why so red? Oh, it's Fersen. He's such a hopeless romantic, and I think you'll meet him at the banquet 2 days from now. Banquet? The banquet welcoming a war hero home, and you've been looking for a grand accessory for the occasion, haven't you? A jeweler named Bonner is here to see you, and he bought a special necklace, a one-of-a-kind necklace. I'm curious, and I feel the urge to be the most attention-grabbing woman at the banquet. A desire that I wish to indulge wholeheartedly. Excellent, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Let's take a look, and maybe you'll wear it into the banquet. Let's go. On my way to the living room, I realized myself in the mirror and realized how disheveled I am, having just got out of bed. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to freshen up first. And Gabriel suddenly stopped me and hands me a gift box. I always wanted to give you this. I just take it as another accessory in your collection, maybe. Thank you, Gabriel. I'll treasure it forever. Ah, I just continue. A nice little flowery dress. Your Majesty, I am a jeweler, and Your Majesty, my name is Bomer, and I'm here to show you a treasure today. My partner has spent 2 years crafting a necklace over 600 diamonds. We think it'll suit Your Majesty beautifully, and we are here to present it to you. It's a fancy necklace. Oh my goodness, what a stunning necklace. Marie, I think you're the only person beautiful enough to wear it. I heard that the previous king was commissioned a grand necklace for Madame du Barry. And if the story still this should be it? Yes, Madame is wise indeed to know its origin. I only heard of it too bad Madame du Barry was dismissed from court and never laid eyes upon the necklace. But maybe this is God's will. Madame du Barry is no longer in favor and has lost the right to wear it. Marie, your beauty and status, you are the only one who could wear such a necklace. Yes, that's true. They're both acting very sus. There's no one like it. Please buy it and allow it to complement your beauty. And we're only asking for a lowly 1,000,000.6 livres. Impossible. How many years of palace expense is that? For all we know, it's like cubic zirconias. Your Majesty deserves a jewelry that befits her station, and this jewelry is grand enough for royalty. This is a great purchase. Only your Majesty deserves such a necklace. Yes, only royalty will have the funds to buy this, but Louis can no longer afford this. And it's our Bonner is here. And what is in your Majesty? The gems brilliance is captivating and tempting my vanity. But I shouldn't spend years of the palace is expensive. And the money could feed so many civilians. And should I really buy this out of vanity? Refuse to buy it. I already have a bad reputation. If I spend this much on a necklace it's good, and it gets out, what would the people think of me? And I'm not sure what the French Revolution is about, but I think it has something to do with luxuries of the royal court. I have gotten a chance to stop things from getting worse, and I will not suffer the same fate as the original Marie. Marie, don't you like this necklace? Anyone would like this necklace, myself included. Then you should take this opportunity, Your Majesty. I lost it, but I can afford it. Thank you anyway. Oh, please consider, Your Majesty. If only you're concerned about finances, for the sake of giving this necklace a home, may I present to you a solution? Your Majesty can pay it in installments. That sounds possible. And money's offer is very tempting after thinking it a while. Don't buy it. No, never mind, forget it. Oh, Your Majesty, I am sorely disappointed. Unfortunately, I cannot buy it. I'm sure you'll find a more suitable buyer. Go ask the Spanish Queen. She has money from like the Americas, or their colonies also rebel, or maybe like the Portuguese crown. They're leaders of Brazil. They have money. Yes, Your Majesty. You're the one. You're the only one who deserves to own it. And what other honor could it possibly have? And if you ever change your mind, please send your word to my humble shop, and I'll definitely reserve it for you indefinitely. Marie, why aren't you buying it? And you have bought it without hesitation in this past. This isn't like you. It's pretty hard, but if I had bought it, it would have only brought me trouble. Gabriel, you know the people of France don't think I deserve to be queen. Well, but that's not your fault. And no matter what you do, they still say bad things about you. So you must do your best to live as happily as possible. Isn't that right? Like, it's that terrible advice that the guy Queen Marie Antoinette decapitated. Hopelessness and despair well up within me, and all of Marie's misery is now mine. Hopelessness overall is overwhelming, and what's the point of living? But I mustn't give up yet. Gabriel, I was too pessimistic earlier, and I might have a chance to change things. And will you help me, Gabriel? Of course, as long as it makes you happy, I will stand by you no matter what you decide. Thank you, Gabriel, and I don't feel so alone anymore. What are you saying? We'll always be together, right? Yes, you're right. The people may not change their minds about me, but I think I did the right thing today. And if I keep trying my best, I'm sure I'll see results someday. What are you going to wear for the banquet instead? I'll just wear something I already have, but I haven't enough about how to accessorize my outfit yet. Lena will help you coordinate, and I'll go ask him. And with his help, I start preparing for the banquet in 2 days. And I'm so excited I wish I could skip forward time to the banquet itself. Festive joy fills the palace of Versailles on the day of the banquet. Oh dear, I am here to dress you, and your beauty and my skills shall make you the gem of the ball. In fact, the most charming man in Versailles will be stunned, and in fact, everyone will go crazy over you. Affected by his enthusiasm, I start imagining being the center of attention. I'm counting on you, Leonard. Do your magic. Have you forgotten who you're talking to, Your Majesty? It is my duty. And put on the outfit I designed for you, and your beauty will be beyond imagination. Let's put on the outfit. Good heavens, you steal every gentleman's heart. And I bet you could even capture the man that every French lady desires. And I'm not talking about Fersen. Fersen is exaggerating, but I'm curious now. Oh, if it's not Fersen, then who is it? Who has so much power over the ladies in Versailles? Oh, my dear, I'm talking about the Marquis de Lafayette, of course. He's stern, but his looks and his status and his talent, my word. Well, he did train an entire army in under a minute, the Minutemen from like the American Revolution and so forth. Ha 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 ha. And while you're laughing, he's a mysterious man, and that's why he draws so much attention. Lafayette wouldn't be Lafayette if he stopped being stern. And after a moment, Leonard laughs with me. Oh dear, and how time passes, and you should get going now. Let all of Versailles see the beautifully styled queen. In the grand banquet hall, everyone is dancing gracefully. Wine, perfume, and elegant music give the hall a heavenly feel. Everyone turns to look at me, exclamation, praises, and gasps, and the attention is incredibly flattering. And I suddenly understand why Marina attends such balls. It's intoxicating, and I never had so much fun in my life. Marie, you become even lovelier since last I saw you. Fersen, is that you? Oh yes, Your Majesty, have I changed so much that you don't recognize me anymore? He winks at me mischievously, and that's the first name I remember. And his gestures are elegant, and his gaze has matured. Well, he fought in a war, so fighting in a war does that to you. Well, in a losing war, cause I remember my history that George Washington, he lost most of the fights that he participated, but the ones that he won were enough to defeat the British. So it doesn't matter to lose the battle as long as you win the war type of scenario. He's so cheeky when he's with me, and he still looks at me with the same deep passion. It's just that it's been so long, I need a moment to adjust. It's my fault for going away for so long. Marie, do you remember when we first met? Of course I remember. It's hilarious, Marie openly flirting with like a different guy when like the king is just nearby twiddling his thumbs. Memories of that night come into clear focus, and Marie's heart was racing just like mine is racing right now, and I'm hopelessly drawn to him. We were both wearing masks, but we were hopelessly attracted to one another. And you removed my mask, and in that moment I finally believed in fate. Will you dance with me, my princess, like we did the night we met? There's a sudden commotion in the corner, and I turn to look, and after a brief tussle, an officer shouts out of the crowd and into the open. Wait a horrendous the moment. It's Lafayette. Your Majesty, may I have this dance? After all of these years, I wonder if I'll find any rivals when I return. Surprisingly, my army buddy is one of them. It is a polite request, Fenner. You're the one who shouldn't be here based on your status, and you should keep away from the Queen. This conversation is going nowhere. You're painfully blunt as always, Lafayette. It's infuriating. Your Majesty, please select your dance partner. Gaze in at both Australians and make a decision. I'm gonna go with Fred Nichols. Lafayette's rambling about status. It sounds kinda mean. When I take Fred Nichols, his eyes shine like diamonds, so captivating that it's hard to look away. Marie, I knew you'd choose me. May you have an enjoyable dance. I know you won't listen, but I wanted you to keep your distance, Fresnel. Efresen mumbles a reply, but doesn't look at Lafayette at all, and he's too busy gazing at me passionately. During the war, I wonder what would have become if I hadn't left. And I wonder if another man's been keeping you company and whether he replaced me in your life or whether your smile belongs to someone else. Like someone else like my husband, maybe? When I thought of these things, I wish I could go back to your side. But I do not deserve you. I heeded the call of war and glory and disregarded your reluctance and left you. But you succeeded, you fulfilled your dreams. Is it worth everything, right? Was it worth it? I only know the pain of missing you outweighs the glory I obtained. And it's only after I left that I realized not only did I need to find my own worth, I also needed a lifelong companion that I truly care for. Yeah, somebody like somebody else's wife. And that person is you. I didn't realize back then, and even who chose to leave you. And what a fool I've been. And God's punishment for not hitting my devil desire was terrible indeed. And stand and look upon his sorrow face and my heart pounds. And this dream-like world is growing ever clearer and from now on. And it's as though Marie and I are one. It's not too late, right? You returned safely and we're met again, and now we're dancing together. If the war had dragged on a few more years, you might have forgotten me. Am I still important to you? You mature more and more refined and more enchanting, and I'm no longer the same. People might change, but their core selves do not, and the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew you were still my little princess, and no matter how much might change, my heart will always be yours until the very end. Is that the me I see reflected in his eyes, or Marie, or the past perhaps? How I long to throw myself into his embrace and try to analyze my feelings toward him, but my mind is in turmoil. Everything is a blur for the rest of the night, except for in his mesmerizing eyes. Adanga Bear suddenly wakes me, and she's very worried something has happened. Your Majesty, the king wishes to see you. Why is he complaining? I mean, all I did is spend my entire night dancing with another man instead of with the king. I don't complain when he's like fooling around and like with literally everyone else, whatever. Moving along. Oh, how dare my husband complain about me being with another man? The nerve of him. So suddenly, is something wrong? Something to do with a necklace. I remember Bonnie's necklace, and why would that come up? Beautiful things are a disaster. I feel a sense of foreboding, and Gabriel's face goes pale, and she just remembers the same thing. Do you think it's that necklace? I'm worried about Marie. I refuse to buy that necklace, so there shouldn't be a problem, don't worry. It's only a few days, and how did the king hear this? There's no point in speculating. I hurry to see the king, and I shouldn't make him wait. I should change it to something presentable first. Oh, so I'm starting like the scene and just saying whatever helps me clear the stage. You look so elegant and formal in this outfit. It's perfect, and no matter what the issues, I'm sure His Majesty's mood will improve upon seeing you. Thank you for worrying about me, Gabriel. Let's go. The king and Madame Adeline and Lafayette are in the study looking grave, and the atmosphere is so tense I can hardly breathe. Gabrielle is terrified, and I squeeze her hand to comfort her. Then I step forward and curtsy the king. Greetings, Your Majesty, and may I know why you sent for me? I heard you purchased an extremely expensive item. The king so hesitated and unthoughtful, and he seems unsure of what to say, and there's a suddenly cold chuckle. Why, you hesitate, Your Majesty, and I remind the queen that my father commissioned the necklace of Madame du Barry, and now you decided to purchase it for yourself. $1 million, that's equivalent to a year's of palace expense, and you certainly had no problem pampering yourself, Your Majesty. I didn't buy the necklace. This must be a misunderstanding. Oh, then why did Bonnet say you did? And what a commoner there to frame the queen, and what about the gossip? And how do you explain that? Gossip? What gossip? The queen tried to speak, but only sighs, and after some silence, Lafayette breaks the silence. Your Majesty, the people say you disregard the state of the royal treasury and amass huge debts to buy it. and the news has spread quite rapidly, and if you truly put the palace in debt, your reputation as well as the royal reputation will not recover quickly. And we want to hear the truth from you before we decide on how to handle this matter. My words and deeds have always been the subject of gossip, but even a visit from a merchant can result in vile talk, and I swear by my dearest mother that I did not purchase a necklace. Your Majesty, please believe me. Everyone is staring at me, and Gabriel's worried, and the kids stuff, and Lafayette stuff on it, and Adeline scorns, and I see them all. The room is deathly quiet, and as I'm about to despair and give up on defending myself, Gabriel speaks up. Her Majesty didn't buy the necklace, I swear it. And she clenches her feet as though she's trying to keep herself from trembling, and her voice is gentle as usual, but I detect a resolve in her tone. Though she's pouting at everyone in the palace knows you're her closest friend, and how do you expect me to believe you? I mean, I was there when Bonner presented the necklace, and I swear by my family name, the queen rejected him. Once the royal family's reputation is restored, even if you were to sacrifice your entire family, it would accomplish nothing. I know my previous action had given people cause to doubt me, but Gabrielle has not done nothing wrong, and she has a heart of gold, and don't hurt her. And everyone stares at me again in astonishment, and Lafayette steps forward. No matter the Queen's passing, we should find the truth regarding this matter. Of course, do go on, Lafayette. Now that the gossip has spread, lying would only make it worse, and I'm sure the Queen understands it. Therefore, I think the Queen, who will be honest about whether or not she bought the necklace, and I choose to believe her. Gabriel and Lafayette words seem to have reassured the King. Now it's time. I must defend myself and offer a way to gain back the people's trust. Maintain innocence and offer a donation. Because at the end, that's what the commoner people want: money. Money to buy cake. I'm ashamed of the things I've done before, and I don't want to make any more mistakes. The necklace is indeed gorgeous, but I know its price equivalent to the years of palace expense. And I was tempted to admit it, but I'm aware of my duty to the kingdom, and I will never make such a frivolous purchase. And if you still refuse to believe me, there's nothing more I can say. Your Majesty cannot. And now the Queen has spoken, and I had no reason to doubt her. And I shouldn't have accused you without proofs, and this must be distressing to you, Marie. And thank you for trusting me, Your Majesty. And I am glad you are thinking about your royal family's welfare and that you are becoming more queenly. And as for the people's mistaken view on this matter, I will find a way to stop the rumor and clear your name. Thank you, Your Majesty, and I am glad you believe me. Perhaps the merchant tried to trick us and spread the rumor to tarnish the Queen's reputation, and he must be punished, Your Majesty. I will find the truth. Lafayette, please handle the investigation. It's better to keep this within the palace. Yes, Your Majesty, I will do my best. However, I cannot guarantee that the people will believe that these are just rumors with no basis. The Queen is always buying jewelry, so if no surprises happen, Adeline attacks me and I want to reply, but the King clears his throat. Please give us some privacy so that we may resolve the issue at hand. If that is your wish, Your Majesty. And Adelaide curses and then turns to give me a smirk and sends a shield at my spine. Indeed, she had something to do with this. But she's right, the real Marine did all of the things, and now that I am queen, and a queen has a duty to her people, what can I do to win the people's trust? I must prove that I am a good queen. We gotta get them cake. When I'm deep in thought, the sparkle of the king's crest catches my eye. Oh, I know. Your Majesty, I am willing to donate my jewelry to replenish our military funds or to help the poor, whatever might help solve the problem. Everyone stares at me in disbelief. Yes, that would appear so. Yes, Lafayette, what do you think? Our ultimate goal is to change the people's impression of the royal household, and I approve and have nothing but respect for the Queen's determination in changing attitude. The royal household and the people of France will appreciate the Queen's gesture. Your Majesty, it is only right for me to amend for my past mistakes, and I only hope it's not too late. You can use the money to help the people or purchase a ship for the Navy, and I think both options are equally good. Marine, which would you choose? Let's help the people. Sell the jewelry to buy them all the cake they want. The people aren't happy with the royal family, so let's appease them. Let's buy them all the cake they want. Because that's like the thing that got like the queen decapitated. Because when the people were like rioting outside her house, she'd be like, if they're hungry, why don't they eat cake? So yeah, now I can like give them money for cake. There are plenty of people who are cold and hungry and don't have cake because they cannot afford bread and cake and firewood. It says bread, but I say cake. Because I remember Queen Marie was all about cake and gelatin. Actually, use the jewelry to help the poor and solve the problem at its root. You care for them a great deal, and I'm very proud of you, my queen. And I'll distribute the funds in your name, and this will surely change the people's opinion of you. My reputation isn't that important, and the people's support for the royal family is. I return to my room, but I'm feeling restless from the morning upheaval. And I keep thinking about a painting I saw at a book and Marie Antoinette being taken to her execution. And I feel things won't be resolved so easily. Perhaps I should confront Bonner and find out why he said I purchased the necklace. It's probably a misunderstanding. It can be serious, right? Maybe I'm overthinking this, though I'm sure Lafayette would agree I should consider everything. Gabriel, let's go right away. Determined to get to the bottom of this, I sent the Cabezodas to leave the palace in secret with Gabriel. Alright, now that I have to disguise myself, and I need something I can move freely in that isn't too flashy, can you help me? Of course. A nice Napoleon Bonaparte outfit. I step into Bonner's shop, and once he sees me, he hurries over and respectfully escorts me to the VIP room. Your Majesty, what an honor to have you in my shop, and what can I do for you today? I guess you heard the rumors that I purchased Dubarry's necklace, even though I very much rejected your offer that day. But Madame Adeline said in a word that you changed your mind. Madame Adeline, and she's behind this. Bonner, what did she say to you? Bonner is silent, and he seems to have realized how grave the matter is. Bonner, answer Her Majesty's question. Oh, yes. Madame told me that you liked the necklace a lot. But she said that you were worried that if you purchase it on the spot, the king would find out. So you rejected it. And she said you would definitely come back to my shop, so even if I purchase it, and why would there be rumors? And this rumor has spread across the land, and they have damaged my reputation. Your Majesty, those rumors had nothing to do with me. I swear, merchants like me had to keep our dealings a secret. We never talk about our clients. Are you sure? If you dare lie to the queen, you know the consequences. The guillotine has just been invented, so... Of course, I speak nothing but the truth. Gabriel and I know in glance, and we think Bonnet is telling the truth, but without proof, I can't do anything about Adelaide. And she's insulted Gabriel in front of me, and now this, I don't understand why she's attacking me. Gabriel, have I ever offended Madame Adelaide, and why does she hate me? No, you haven't, it's not your fault, Marie. And Gabriel gives Bonnet a warning look, and then says in hushed tones, I think this has something to do with the previous king, and His Majesty used to spend a lot of time with Madame de Pompadour and Madame du Barry. When Madame Adelaide and the other two Madames reached a marriageable age, the royal family could no longer afford their dowry. Whenever you bought the jewelry, she would tell the king you're wasting money. I get it now. The Dubarry necklace must have hold painful memories for Adelaide and had become a convenient target for her to vent on. Also, because of the king's restless expensiveness, he wasn't able to marry off the princess, so now she's just unwed and very angry. If I were Marie, I might be able to brush this incident off after I calm down, but I'm not Marie. If I don't do anything about this, the consequences could be dire, and not only will my life be at stake, but the lives of other people I care about as well. Marie, what should we do? Should we report this to the king? No, we'll done on all we can, and this matter should blow over. Hyrus and the king has already sent men to clear my name, I think. Well, the rumors do mention Bonner, so he's the key issue solving. Bonner, if the rumors do not die down and they continue eroding the people's trust in the royal family, I hope you can clear my name. Of course, if that is your wish, Your Majesty, I will be glad to help. Your Majesty, please accept this as an apology. I don't want anything for him, but I don't want him to misunderstand, so I just take the gift. Gabriel, let's go. Okay, Bonnie, remember the Queen's words. I wasn't expecting it, but at least things haven't gotten any worse, and as I turn to leave Bonnie's waiting room, oh, I am truly sorry, Your Majesty, Madame. Oh, thank goodness, our friend's alright, and watch where you're going. My apologies, I should be more careful. I am Jean Barrios, Mademoiselle, and if you're in the middle of a shopping trip, I'll be glad to help. And I know all the shops around here go well and would like to guide you or to apologize for crashing into you. And I'll be sure you get the best buys here. And her gaze is fixed on me, and despite her friendly smile, I can't help but feeling a shiver down my spine. No, there's no need for that, thank you. I'm just a little tired. Maybe another day. Oh, tired already? Alright, but please do allow me to help you next time. Marie, I'm glad you didn't say yes. And that lady is from an aristocratic family, and nobody knows anything about her, except that she's apparently done terrible things in the past, and it's best not to associate her. I am glad I relied on my intuition. I can afford to get caught in any more trouble, so it's best to be careful. And as I'm about to get into the carriage, someone I never expected to see appear in the door of the jewelry shop. Your Majesty, I'm so glad you're here. Your Majesty, greeting. I hope you'll give me a chance to explain. There's no need. The words slipped out of my mouth, and I was startled by how cold I sound. What's wrong with me? Oh, it must be Marie speaking. The person in front of me is none other than the Cardinal Luis Rohan, and he must be trying to get into Marie's good books, so he keeps fawning on her. But in the past, he spreads rumors about Queen Teresa in public, so Marie hates him. Your Majesty, I know you're angry with me, but it was really just a misunderstanding. Please, give me a chance. Alright, let's just reproach him and leave, or let's just leave. Perhaps the current rumors are no longer accurate, but if he never did such a thing, and why would he be so hard? Why would he try so hard? And he's probably here because he's thinking of buying jewelry to appease me, and I never accepted any gifts from him. And why did he insult my mother if he's so desperate to remain on my good books? And I really wish I could yell at him, but I should be careful about what I do from now on and try best not to draw attention. And just as I'm wondering what to say to Rohan, Gabriel gently tugs at my shoulder, and I realize that she should just and I nod at her. Cardinal Rojas, the queen is a little tired. I'm afraid you'll have to continue this conversation on another day. Gabriel, let's go. Your Majesty. And I flick Rohan a displeased glance and then pull Gabriel across the carriage. And just as I'm getting on the carriage, I happen to see the strange woman, Jane the Valles, walking towards it, and I instantly get a bad feeling, but I can't explain why. And maybe too much has been going on lately, and I'm getting a bit paranoid, and I push everything in the back of my mind, and the swaying of the carriage lulls me to sleep. I think, because I want to do like just an hour away. I think I can read a little more. After talking to Bonnet, I'm finally feeling a la Morris, and the urgent terror I felt before is fading. And sometimes I think of the rumors regarding the necklace, and I know that the king promised to clear my name, but I still worry. In the evening, while I'm getting ready to the customer, Madame, do not inform me that Lafayette wishes to speak to me. Your Majesty, good day. I must inform you that the rumors are quelled. Really? That's great. And thank you, Marquis de Lafayette, for helping the royal household deal with this matter. Lafayette stares at me, and he seems to be undergoing a bit of an internal struggle. Your Majesty, you seem to have changed somewhat. You're more serious now. Really? So, do you love the current me or the me in the past? He looked shocked, and I reflect on what I just said and realize that I might have given him the wrong impression. Oh, I mean, which version of me do you think is better? I didn't mean anything by it. Ah, yes, Your Majesty. You act more like a queen now compared to before, and I believe that you will earn the people's respect as time goes by. He's just as stern as before, and I believe Your Majesty needs to continue preparing for the ball, and if there's nothing else at hand, I shall go and perform my duties. Other duties, I am not attending the ball today. I have never been interested in balls. He prefers woman stuff. I think back on what Leonard said before about Lafayette being a dream guy for a woman. If he attends a ball, he'll probably be surrounded by lots of women and he won't like it one bit. And a cheeky idea comes to mind. Maybe I can pay him back for how he treated me in the past. Oh, what if I invited you to the ball? Would you refuse the Queen of France? If Your Majesty insists, I shall attend. But everyone will be wearing a mask at the ball, so even if I attend, Your Majesty wouldn't know. And I don't think there's any point in attending. And how can you be so sure I'll be able to recognize you? Let's see if I manage to recognize you. Will you fulfill a request of mine? I will fulfill your request, of course, Your Majesty, and then I shall take my leave. And may you have an enjoyable evening. For France, Your Majesty. Night has fallen and Versailles is deep in festivity, and everyone's excited preparing for the ball. And after hearing the good news from Lafayette, I am greatly relieved and I'm looking forward to the ball. Oh, Marie, and why aren't you dressed for the ball? I have forgotten that there's a costume ball tonight. Let's change right away. I was waiting for you. Guess why I'm so excited today? Did Lena design something really special for you this time? You're only half right. The right answer is Lena designed something so breathtaking that I wanted you to be the first to see it. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And let's get you changed for the ball. I want to see you right now. And Gabrielle passes me an intricate box and her eyes are shining. I take the box from her and go change right away, unable to resist her excitement. Mm. Let's go in orange instead. An orange and green. My goodness, Marie, this outfit suits you perfectly. You look like a fairy in a children's fairy tale book. And with a mask, no one will be able to recognize you, and you can just party away. That would be awesome. And you seem to have really put on a lot of thought this time. Oh, I know. Are you trying to give him a surprise? Gabrielle winks at me, and I don't know who she's referring to, but the person who consistently to mine is... Lafayette. Lafayette is so serious all the time, but his noble, handsome face and that penetrating gaze, he's simply magnetic, and I feel my cheeks getting hot. Goodness, what on earth am I thinking? And I shake my hand, trying to clear my thought, and Gabrielle looks at me curiously and smiles. Marie, who are you thinking of? I won't tell you, and we're going to be late. Let's go. Trying to change the topic. Alright, I'll let you off this time, but you must promise to tell me all about the ball later. The grand ballroom is brilliantly lit, and the smell of exquisite cuisine and fine wine fills the air, and the sound of laughter and merriment echo in the halls. And the ladies are dressed in their finest, and gentlemen are at their charming, and there's a delight in shadow, and everyone is more relaxed when their identities are obscured by masks. And to the left and right, the crowd, and as part two familiar figures, one appears gentle and dashing, and the other is cold and stern. Approach cold and stern. As he may be wearing a mask, but his teeth baring and his stern and cold are unmistakable. Lafayette, I didn't expect him to keep his promise and attend the costume ball. But he still as tense as ever. I guess it's just Lafayette for you. And he doesn't ask anyone to that, and doesn't accept any invitations either. He's just quietly there standing in a corner of the hall like a dutiful guardsman. And I can't help but walking towards it, and I wonder what his expression under the mask is like, and perhaps his sharp soldier reflexes, but he quickly senses my intent and turns towards me. My lady, thank you, but I am not in the mood for a dance. And I can see his expression, but Lafayette's frustration is evident in his voice and his gaze. Even with his mask, the most desired man in all of us still drives women crazy. Oh, sir, and I think you're mistaken. I'm not trying to ask you for a dance. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. And his eyes look a little surprised, but then he relaxes a little, and maybe he really hates dancing, and I'm suddenly very curious. Would you mind if I stayed beside you and talked to you for a while? Of course I don't mind. Feel free to do so, my lady. Just standing beside him, I'm already sense many jealous eyes glaring in my direction, and I sneak a glance at Lafayette, and he doesn't enjoy the attention. In fact, it makes him uncomfortable. And it's so unlike his usual composure that it makes me want to get closer. You don't like the dance? I neither like nor dislike. Well, I don't mind dancing once in a while to relax, but not right now. Why? Did you come to the ball against your free will? No, I'm here because I promised a certain lady to attend. But I am not rejecting dances because I'm upset at that. I'm just not in the mood to have fun. I guess he's explaining himself because I seem to be overly curious. I suppose you have your own troubles, my lady, but you don't seem to be resisting the ball. Huh? I feel that since that I'm here, I might as well enjoy myself. My lady, I apologize for being blunt, but I don't seem to have any ounce of sympathy for me. His innocent and hurt tone is so funny in context that I can't help but giggling, and he seems to relax a little upon hearing my laughter. That lady you mentioned, she probably thinks you're normally too uptight and that the ball will be a good chance for you to relax, I suppose. You know who I am? He peers at me earnestly, as though he's trying to find a clue or something, and I better come up with an explanation. Oh, I'm only guessing everyone's wearing a mask, and how would I know who you are? I mean, a lone man standing in a corner rejecting dances. Anyone will conclude that you're a bit uptight, right? Lafayette nods his head but seems to be a little suspicious, and he's looking at me so sharply that I feel consciously adjust my mask. Well, perhaps. My lady, you seem very familiar. Have we met before? I'm judging by your manners and your bearing. You are a Parisian, am I right? And I'm one too, so I guess we met before. Really? No wonder. I just felt that there's something about you right from the start. I was not stuck here, and it's a waste of a youth to stand around in a dance hall. And I'll take my leave now and find a suitable companion quick and enjoy the night. Wait. The coldness seems to vanish, and his face smile is like the first buds of spring in a harsh winter, and there's an attractive warmth about him. And I'm already in my 30s and no longer young. But you're right, since I'm here, I might as well enjoy myself. Oh wow, you were considered old in your 30s? In like the 1700s. Aw. I'm in my oh man. May I have the pleasure to dance with you? Why me? There are so many ladies who wish to dance with you. You are unique unlike all of the rest. And when I talk to you, I feel that I can finally relax and stop being uptight. You mean I feel at ease with me? You're honest and sincere, and it's greatly appreciated, but I barely know you, so I cannot jump to conclusions yet. If you're willing to give me a chance, hopefully I'll know you better after the dance, and then maybe I'll be able to answer your question. I'll tell you when interested in women. Lafayette blinks in surprise and then lets out a chuckle, and his voice is deep and magnetic like a fine addictive wine. I may have many roles, but apart from them, I am merely a man, and I'm not immune to attraction. I can also lose my senses. And like right now, my lady, I am deeply attracted to you. And Lafayette suddenly seems like a different person, and his lips are no longer set in a stern line, and his eyes seem faintly amused. Shall we dance? Maybe I am curious about this other side of him, or maybe I wish to hear his gentle voice again, and the next thing I know, I'm already in his arms and joining the other dancers. And with eyes like two fishes in a sparkly pond, and for this night we're no longer ourselves. I am drawn in so deep that all of my attention is focused upon Lafayette, and I miss a dance step and trip over my skirt and accidentally step on his foot. Ah! I'm so close to Lafayette now that for a split second I'm completely surrounded by his crisp, natural aura. Oh no, I'm really sorry. I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. Don't worry about it. A trace of unease appears on his eyes, but it's gone for a moment, and his gaze is as gentle as ever, but there's something a little different about it now. I know a lady who's just like you. She's obviously good at dancing, but seems to keep tripping somehow. Is he talking about me? He seems to have made an impression on you. I'm a little curious. Who is she? A very special lady, the lady who asked me to attend the ball today. I used to believe in the rumors I had about her, so I didn't want to interact with her. But after getting to know her lately, I realized that she's actually a very honest, sincere, responsible person. I danced with her once before, and she also stepped on my foot. And she didn't do it perfect, but she kept apologizing, and I was a little frustrated, but I couldn't get mad at her. Oh, like the stepping on foot thing that also happened to Marie Antoinette on the way to get to her execution. That she accidentally stepped on the foot of the guy that was gonna guillotine her head off. And then she like terribly apologized to her and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry I stepped on your foot. I'm sorry, sir." Even though right, the guy that was literally gonna like cut her freaking head up, but the only thing she was concerned about was the fact that she accidentally stepped on his foot. So yeah, more, just a fun factoid of Marie Antoinette. And for some reason she feels so innocent and adorable, just like the way you're apologizing just now. His dark eyes stare into mine and I feel my heart go faster. And I can tell if it's because I'm scared that he'll find out who I am or is it because it's just too mesmerizing tonight. I can feel something in the air tonight. You seem to be getting more and more nervous. Relax and enjoy this free evening, and that goes for the both of us. Ah, yes, my lord. As the skies get darker, people start leaving the hall, and the candles are about to go out. We dance and dance until the band has played the last tune of the night, but we gaze at each other lovingly, but I know that this dance was merely something out of a fairy tale. And once the ball ends, I'll be Queen Marie again, and he will once again be the cold, stern Marquis de Lafayette. Time flies, and the ball is about to end. I know it will break the unspoken rule of a custom bar, but before we say goodbye, will you be so kind as to tell me your name, my lady? Ah, okay. I hope I've given a good enough impression today that he won't refuse to see me again, and truly hope that we will get to spend more time together in the future. His eyes are like a deep pool of enchanted water, but before I can even think of escaping, I have already fallen. I am. My name is Artsy Sister. Artsy Sister, your name is as special as you are, and I remember your name forever. And she didn't give me Queen Marie's name. She gave her like the name that she has like in the future.
Oh yeah, you can see the white of his eyes, so you can
shoot. Oh, that was another advice. Don't shoot until you see him the white of his eyes. So since we can see the white of his eyes, we can shoot him. Whatever. I can tell his honesty accepted and made me say my own name instead of Marine, but hearing my own name for his lips made me fall for him even more. I'm Lafayette, the Marquis of I'm Lafayette. And why do you? It would be impolite to ask your name and not give you your name. And I hope that you remember my name too. And wouldn't you know, Marquis Lafayette? Yes, I'll be willing. And you may call me Gilbert. And I tried to say his name a few times, and I see his eyes going ever deeper and his smile warmer. And this might be a little bold for me, but can you ask me for your address? And we'll be willing to go to it if you're willing. And the River Siena or the opera might be a good idea. And I thought, I don't know how to reply. How disappointed will be if he finds out that I'm Marie Antoinette. Close him as we gaze at each other, and his lips move as though he's about to say something. I'm sorry, perhaps I'll tell you that if we meet again by chance, and I'll leave you now. Bye bye. Wait. I'm so afraid that he might try to get to stay and that I wouldn't be able to resist that I gather my skirt and run. And even after running, his eyes, handsome face, and smiling eyes steer my mind, and I can still hear his deep magnetic voice. And after a long time, I dream of the two of us dancing away. Alright, so we found a okay, so I read to 1-7. Alright, we're done. Like dinner's ready. Bye bye and God bless. I'll continue with this the next time I stream Time Princess.